My name is Lynn. I am 22 years old. I have a big dream. I want to be an artist. I love to draw and paint. Every day I think about colors, shapes, and stories I can tell with my art. Art makes me happy and feels like a home for my heart. But my family is very important to me too. I have a mother, a father, and 2 younger brothers. We live in a small house in a quiet town. My family is not rich. They work very hard every day. My father fixes cars, and my mother cleans houses. My brothers go to school, and they like to play football after class. Since I was a child, I knew I wanted to be an artist. I drew pictures of my family and friends. I dreamed of going to art school in the city. I wanted to show my paintings in big places. But my family always needed me. I helped my mother with cooking and cleaning. I helped my brothers with their homework. Sometimes I stayed home instead of playing with friends. I loved my dream. But I loved my family more. One day my mother got very sick. She could not work for many weeks. My father had to work longer hours to pay for medicine and food. My brothers needed me more than ever. They needed help with school and someone to take care of them. I felt very scared and worried. My heart was full of many feelings. I wanted to paint and follow my dream, but I also wanted to help my family. I did not know what to do. At night, I stayed awake thinking. I asked myself, what is the right choice? Should I keep dreaming for myself or stop to help my family? The question was heavy, like a big stone in my chest. I loved my family so much. I wanted to see my mother get better. I wanted my brothers to be happy and safe. I wanted my father to feel less tired, but I also wanted to paint. I wanted to feel the colors in my hands again. I felt confused and sad. Sometimes I cried alone. Sometimes I tried to be strong and smile for my family. This is the story of the day I started to think about giving up my dream. It was the first step in a long journey. As the days went by, the problem at home grew bigger. My mother was still sick and needed help every day. She could not cook or clean like before. My father was very tired because he worked from morning until late at night. I saw the tired lines on his face and the heavy steps when he came home. My brothers were younger and needed me more than ever. They had questions about schoolwork I didn't know the answers to. They wanted someone to listen when they were scared or sad. I tried to be strong for them, but sometimes I felt weak inside. At school, I tried to focus on my art classes. I wanted to learn new things and get better at painting, but my mind was often somewhere else. I worried about my family and what would happen if I did not help. Sometimes my art teacher asked me why I looked tired. I wanted to tell her the truth, but the words did not come out. I felt like I was carrying a heavy load that no one else could see. One day my father sat down with me after dinner. He said, "Lynn, Your mother needs help at home. We need you." His voice was gentle but firm. I looked into his tired eyes and saw the truth. I felt my heart break a little. I wanted to say I will follow my dream, but I also wanted to say I will help you. I felt stuck between two worlds, my dream and my family. That night, I stayed up late again. I thought about the future. If I left my family now, what would happen? Would my mother get better? Would my brothers feel alone? Would my father have help? But if I stayed, could I still be happy? Could I still paint? Could I still feel my dream inside? I did not have answers. The days felt heavy. My body felt tired, but my heart felt heavier. I was afraid of losing my dream, but I was more afraid of losing my family. I knew I had to make a choice soon. The day I made the choice was very hard. I felt like my heart was breaking into pieces. I sat in my small room looking at my old drawings on the wall. Each drawing was a piece of my dream. They told stories of colors and hope. I held my paintbrush and looked at it. I wanted to use it so badly, but I also wanted to help my family more. I took a deep breath and told myself I will try to be strong. I went to my parents and said I will stay home. I will help you and my brothers. I will stop trying to go to art school for now. My voice was quiet and soft. My mother smiled with tears in her eyes. "Thank you, Lynn," she said. "We love you so much." My father nodded slowly. "You are very brave," he said. Even though they were happy, I felt sadness deep inside. It was like a shadow on my heart. I gave up my dream to be with my family. I felt pain and loss. I wondered if I had made the right choice. I asked myself many times, what if I fail? What if I lose myself? But I knew I had no other way. My family needed me more. Days turned into weeks. I helped my mother with food and medicine. I helped my brothers with school and gave them hugs when they cried. I worked with my father, fixing things around the house. Sometimes I felt tired and lonely. I missed painting and the dream that once made me feel alive. But I also saw the smiles on my family's faces. I heard their laughter again. I felt their love and gratitude. That gave me strength. I learned that love is not just about happy moments. Sometimes love is about hard choices. It is about giving up what you want for the people you care about. That day, I gave up my dream, but I found a new dream to be strong for my family and help them heal. It was not easy, but it was full of meaning. Living without my dream was not easy. Every day I felt a little sadness inside me. I missed painting more than I thought I would. Sometimes I looked at my old drawings and wished I could make new ones. My hands wanted to hold a brush again to feel the colors and the paper, but I had made my choice. I was here for my family now. I learned to find joy in small things, like cooking meals for my brothers, helping them with homework and seeing my mother smile when she felt better. My family's love was strong. They needed me, and I needed them. That gave me new strength. I realized that life is not only about chasing big dreams. Sometimes life is about caring for the people who need us the most. I started to see new beauty in my days. The sound of my brothers laughing, the warmth of my mother's hugs, and the quiet moments with my father after works. These became my new treasures. Though I had given up my dream, I did not give up hope. I told myself that dreams can change. Maybe one day I could paint again. Maybe my dream would return in a new way. I learned to be patient with myself. I learned that love and duty can live together in the heart, even when they feel like they pull us in different directions. Some nights, I still felt lonely and wished for my old dream, but I also felt proud that I had chosen to help my family, even when it was hard. I learned that sacrifice is not a loss, but a different kind of love. Every day I grew stronger inside. I found peace in my choice. This new life was not what I planned, but it was full of meaning. After a long time, I began to understand something important. Life does not need big things to be good or important. We do not need to be famous or have big dreams to have value. I learned that helping my family was one of the most important things I could do. Even if I gave up my dream, my life had meaning. My love and care made a difference. I was important to my family, and that made me important in the world. Sometimes people think that only big achievements matter, but small things like kindness, love, and support are just as powerful. They can change lives and bring hope. I want to tell you this. Your life has meaning no matter what you do. You do not have to do big things to be important. Every person is special and has value. Even small actions can make the world better. I am still learning and growing every day. I still carry my dream in my heart. Maybe one day I will paint again. But for now, I am proud of the choice I made. Love is a strong power. It can help us through hard times and teach us to be brave. When we love, we find hope even in sadness. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it helps you see that your life matters. You are not alone. You have value. You have meaning. If you liked my story, please like and subscribe to the channel. We can share many more stories and help each other grow. Remember, every life is beautiful and important. Take care and keep hope in your heart.